Hello my lovely Capricorns, this is Turquoise Tarot here with your love reading for April 2016. Please like, share, subscribe if you enjoy this video. And if you'd like information on a private reading, I'll be posting my website in the information box below the video. For those of you who have liked, shared, and subscribed, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. I'm just going to shuffle here for a few moments and we'll see what messages are coming through for you this month. Capricorn, love reading for April 2016. Capricorn, love reading. Alright, so the first card I have is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. I then have the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands reversed, the Empress reversed, King of Cups reversed, Two of Pentacles reversed. I'm getting a lot of reversals this month. It's insane. The Fool card reversed. The Emperor reversed. Judgment reversed. And overall energy at the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands reversed. Now, I feel as though we're getting a lot of these reversals and we're getting a lot of energies. I've been seeing a lot of energies in the spreads that I've done where we're in a reflective state where we're analyzing our decisions or maybe something from our past that's coming back up for us in the present. And I believe that's because we do have a lot of planetary movement going on where there's a lot of retrogrades. We have Mercury, Mars, Jupiter. A lot of the major planets are in retrograde. Or will be in retrograde this month. So because of that, it really causes us to look back and reflect, and by doing so it helps us analyze the decisions we've made and how we're going to proceed or how we're going to move forward. So I believe for me that's just what I am perceiving, that's what I'm feeling about this month. I've also said in other videos that I feel as though the end of February and throughout March, we had some things come up to the surface for us, or some things that perhaps we didn't want to deal with in the past, or new things that have just coming up for us, and we're realizing, oh my goodness, okay, this is something that has to be dealt with. And this month is the manifestation, I feel, in April, the manifestation of those decisions, where those decisions will be made, or we are now finalizing that decision that we've made in March, okay? So that's a lot of the energy for all the zodiac signs this month. So don't be surprised by when you know, in this month where something may come up from the past, or we're dealing with some past energy, or something we thought we were done with, or something that we thought we were completely over. All of a sudden, you know, it touches a nerve or something like that happens, okay? So what I'm seeing here is, I feel you're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And in reverse, this is saying that, you know, the Queen of Pentacles, I have to say she's my favorite queen in the tarot because she's very balanced, she's very secure, she's very grounded, she's very stable, and she's very good at balancing her emotions and her intellect. Now in the reverse, this is saying that for some of you, you may be having a challenge with your emotions overriding your sense of reason. So you may be feeling highly emotional this month. And I feel it's in regards to a water sign, okay, because we have the King of Cups here in the center of the spread. And a water sign is a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign. And the fact that this king is coming up in the reverse is telling me this is someone who's highly emotional, and they make rash decisions or assumptions before they really analyze the situation or gain a clear perspective. It's like they just feel highly emotional about something. They can be completely irrational, and they just kind of run with it, and they assume that they're right in this situation, when in all actuality they don't have the ability to be objective and see things clearly. And I feel like this king that you're dealing with, this King of Cups energy, this can be male or female, by the way, and this queen can be male or female. But this water sign that you're dealing with, I have the Emperor reversed underneath this. So this is telling me that this person you're dealing with, perhaps they are a bit of a tyrant. This is someone who wants everything their way. This is someone who pushes to get their way. This can be something as simple as they are having a difficult time seeing your perspective. They are not willing to listen or negotiate their stance. But this can be as serious as someone being very verbally, emotionally, or physically abusive, and using emotional abuse to manipulate you and get what they want out of you. So that would be a very toxic situation, right? So for those of you dealing with this situation, it's almost like you're holding on to this person or the idea of this person because you're afraid to let them go. You're afraid of moving forward. We have the Empress reversed underneath the Queen of Pentacles. This can be telling me that for some of you, perhaps you're trying to get pregnant with this individual, but you're having difficulty doing so. This can also be saying that if you have desired marriage, because this woman, she's the mother of the tarot, she's also the wife to the Emperor. So it's like marriage and family is something that you may have wanted or desired. But this month, with the Empress reversed, it's saying that this, upright, this Empress, she's very loving, compassionate, nurturing, right? She's very giving because she's the mother of the tarot. But in the reverse, it's like just the opposite of that, where all of those positive feelings are not present. This is someone who can be very cold, very, in a bad mood majority of the time. And this is also, again, when I'm speaking of marriage, this is perhaps something that you've desired, but it's not coming to fruition, okay? And I feel that you're being this way or behaving this way because you're dealing with such a difficult, challenging person here with this King of Cups and the Emperor reversed. The Fool card reversed underneath that is saying you have a choice, okay? And I see that here with the Two of Wands as well in reverse. You have a choice to make. You're feeling very tied to this individual because there was a loving relationship and a friendship, and that's how this relationship began. But you have a choice to make, and you're postponing making that decision with this card being in reverse. You're not looking out into the future. You're not trying to see long-term, will this relationship be successful or beneficial? This card is asking you to do that. It's saying, look out, look into the future. Really think about things in a long-term perspective. Is there potential here? Do you really feel like you want to be with this person long-term? And you're not taking the time out to really look at it in a long-term perspective, but rather just short-term. Short-term, it's like you're not desiring to let this go. Now, the Fool card here, how this plays in is you have this option, right? And if you decide to move forward away from this bad situation, you're going to come out as the Fool. And the Fool is a character who he has left all his baggage and heartache and whatever behind him, and he's embarking on a brand new journey. It's a fresh start. We can see how happy and optimistic and just lighthearted this man is moving into the future. All he carries with him are his essentials. All the extra baggage is left behind. So he's ready to move forward. He's embarking on a new journey. And I feel as though the spread is really saying this is the energy that you really truly want to bring into the future with you. Because by doing so, you're closing a door on something that's no longer good for you and opening many other doors that may be possible for you in the future, okay? But in the reverse, this is saying it's like a stagnated energy. You're not able currently to move forward because you still have some strong feelings for this person. Now, above the King of Cups, I have the Ace of Wands. This is saying something new is coming in, and I'm going to pull some sabias on this so we can get some clarification. But there's something new coming in that we're very passionate about, very driven by, that motivates and inspires us. And the Queen of Pentacles is looking directly at this Ace of Wands. So we're going to look into that a little bit further and see what that new fresh beginning or this new fresh energy could be. It could be different for all of us, right? Because there are many Capricorns that are going through maybe similar situations, but they're not completely the same. So that fresh new energy that we're passionate and inspired by can be different for all of us. Now, underneath this Two of Wands, I have the Two of Pentacles reversed, and this is saying that we're having a hard time balancing our emotions. Again, it's kind of reiterating what the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is saying, that we're allowing our emotions to override our sense of logic and reasoning in this situation. And because of that, we have Judgment in reverse as the outcome card, and this is saying that you are going through a transformative stage presently, and with that transformation comes rebirth. We see this angel blowing this trumpet, and these people are being reborn into a new life, into a new way of being, into a new way of moving about in the world. And this is what's on the table for you. This is what's being offered to you, but you have to be open to accepting it, which as of right now or during the month of April, that may be a challenge for you to accept, is seeing things clearly, moving forward as the Fool does here, and being reborn into this new life. The Ten of Wands is the overall energy in reverse, is saying that you need to let go of this burden. You've been carrying a burden for quite some time and quite a distance, and it's time to let it go, because it's not serving you. You're not helping yourself by carrying this. So it's a time to release and let go. And I have to tell you, this has been a message that has come up for many of the signs this month. We're all having to say goodbye to something so that we can begin something new. So it's not a bad thing. It may feel that way. The change is difficult. Change is always difficult, but it's a necessary evil, per se, so that we can receive what's truly meant for us and what serves our higher good. I have all these cards falling out here. I think the first card that I'd like to look more in detail at is this Ace of Wands first. Now again, this can be different for all of us. And I say us because I'm a Capricorn rising myself. So this message can be different for all of us. But let's see if we can get some additional clarification on this. Yeah, so there's a new, fresh beginning, something you're newly passionate about, okay, on the horizon. You've been dreaming and desiring something that will finally come to fruition for you. And I feel like if you're a female, this is saying that the right person is coming in for you after you release this relationship, because this card is the Death card. It's about, again, transformation, releasing the old, so that we can open ourselves to receiving what's good and what's new. If you are male, I feel this is saying you're reminiscing, or I'm sorry, you're desiring something that finally comes to fruition, that gives you that sense of confidence, that sense of, this is what I want, this is what where I'm truly meant to be. And it's by going through this transitional phase that we obtain this newness. We obtain this new thing that we're very passionate about. Can be a new relationship, can be a new creative endeavor, can be a new, just a fresh new beginning that we're passionate about. And since this is a love reading, I would say more than likely it's regarding relationships. I want to look at this Emperor reversed. And what's interesting, I just noticed too, we have the Emperor and the Empress reversed. This is again a couple that are not seeing eye to eye. They're practicing the more negative aspects of themselves in this relationship rather than the positive aspects, okay? So it's kind of like you're bringing out the worst in each other in a sense. So on the Emperor reversed, we have travel, but this card can also mean news, traveling in, about a relationship. This is the card of nuptials or marriage or agreements. And then we have the card of reunion. So on the Emperor reversed, I feel like this is saying we're getting some news or communications from this person that we are involved with, okay? And it's regarding our present relationship. It's regarding this union that we have with this individual. This person, I feel, is going to be communicating with you about your relationship and how they feel in this present relationship. But let's look at the King of Cups next to see what that says. Okay. This communication coming from this person, it's because there's some jealousy or there's some obsessive thoughts. Again, this King of Cups reversed is someone who can be irrational. He goes on his emotion and then acts on it and thinks later. Belvedere, this person's looking out, like they're watching you, I feel. They're waiting for you to mess up, or they have their doubts or suspicions about you because they are a jealous type of individual. And this is what's going to break up this relationship. It may be what causes the ending of this relationship is because their jealousy is too constraining for you. You don't want to let this relationship go. However, you kind of know that really long-term is their potential here, because this person is, again, long-term potential. Is there long-term potential? Can you deal with somebody like that the rest of your life? Or this can be saying, you know, perhaps there has been some deception and this person finds out about it and it causes this tower situation. Every situation's different. So, you know, if you've been good, I would say this is more about their obsessive, compulsive feelings and thoughts. Let's look at the Judgment reversed here. Okay, so on Judgment reversed, it's saying again, you need to allow this transformation to happen. You need to be reborn in this new way of living, new way of being, this new life. Because in the past, we have you sad. We have you feeling melancholy. You're not getting everything that you need out of this relationship. It's not serving your higher good. Again, I feel like it's you two are bringing out the worst in one another. There's communication that comes in. So this can be communication from you to this other individual, or this other individual will be communicating with you, and there's going to be some happiness of the heart in the future. So this can also just be saying that there's communication. I mean, it doesn't have to be from either one of you, but again, I feel like, you know, again, there's happiness here on the table for you. But you have to go through this transformation. It's saying that the communication's coming in that's going to make you very happy. So you have to be open and willing to go through this transitional phase to get to the point where you really need to be. Okay? So that's your lovely, your love reading, Capricorn, for April. I will be back for a general reading as well, and I wish you a wonderful April 2016. Thank you. Bye.